Hello and welcome back to Horoscope TV. It is so good to have you with us again.
It's great to be here.
We are here to help you navigate what's happening in the stars, and today we are doing something I'm honestly very, very excited about.
Oh, yeah.
We're looking ahead, we're casting our gaze all the way to February 2026.
I love when we do this. It's like having a cosmic weather map.
Exactly. And we're zeroing in on a very specific time frame, the week of February 16th to February 22nd.
And that week,
Yeah.
wow. When I sat down to really analyze the charts for this specific week in 2026, I actually had to, pause and take a second look.
Really? That's significant.
We aren't just looking at a busy week. That doesn't even begin to cover it. We are looking at a week that feels like a hinge point.
A hinge point. I like that phrase.
Especially for our Aries listeners.
Yeah.
This is a big one for them.
Okay, so we're focusing specifically on Aries today. If you're an Aries sun, an Aries rising, or you just have a lot of that fiery Aries energy in your chart, this is your survival guide.
It is. But even if you aren't an Aries, you should still listen closely.
Why is that?
Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. It's the spark. It's the match that lights the fire for everyone else.
So when something big happens in Aries.
The whole zodiac feels the heat. It sets a new tone. But yes, for today, we are speaking directly to the ram.
Okay, so set the scene for us. Mid-February 2026. What's the headline? What's the mission for this particular time frame?
The overarching theme for this week is the path of vision and discipline.
Vision and discipline. Okay.
Now, I know those two words usually feel like they're at war with each other. They feel like opposites.
Totally. Vision is the fun part, right?
Yeah.
The dreaming, the what if.
And discipline is the hard part. It's the alarm clock, the spreadsheet, the actual work.
The stuff nobody wants to do.
Exactly. But this week, the universe is grabbing Aries by the shoulders and saying, you need both, and you need them right now.
It sounds a little bit like a corporate retreat slogan, but I have a feeling you're going to tell me it's much more cosmic than that. Lars. So much more cosmic. We're dealing with a convergence of just massive astrological events, all packed into 7 days.
Okay, like what?
We have a solar eclipse, which is a game changer on its own.
Huge reset button.
A huge reset. Then we have the sun shifting signs from intellectual Aquarius into dreamy Pisces. And maybe the most significant event of them all. We have a very rare, truly historic meeting between Saturn and Neptune.
Saturn and Neptune. Okay, I want to put a pin in that because that sounds heavy.
It is heavy. It's foundational.
But just to give the listener a sense of the vibe here, is this a good week? Is it a stressful week? A chaotic week? What's the feeling?
The feeling is massive shift. It's not necessarily happy in the way we think of happy, like, eating ice cream on the beach.
Although there might be moments of that.
There are, especially at the end of the week.
Yeah.
But the primary feeling is more like the satisfaction of finally breaking through a wall you've been banging your head against for years.
Okay, a breakthrough feeling. It's the beginning of a significant, and I mean significant, new astrological cycle. It's not just a week, it's a doorway.
So the hook here is that this is where the rubber meets the road.
That is the perfect way to put it.
Yeah.
This is the week where your big, beautiful, crazy dreams finally collide with real-world rules.
Collide and crash.
Collide and merge. That's the key. It's not about destroying the dream. It's about giving it bones. So yes, it's intense, it's high pressure, but it is potentially life-changing.
Okay, let's analyze this. I want to start with that headline event you mentioned. Let's go right to section 1. That Saturn and Neptune meeting. This happens on February 20th, 2026.
February 20th. Mark it on your calendar, even though it's years away. This is the anchor of the entire forecast. Saturn meets Neptune, and they meet in the sign of Aries.
Which is a huge deal.
It's a generational transit. To really get why this matters so much, we need to strip these planets down to their archetypes. Let's start with Saturn. When you think of Saturn, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Saturn? I think of rings, obviously. But astrologically, I think of the great malefic, the taskmaster, the strict teacher who gives you detention.
Yeah.
It's about limits, responsibility, hard work.
Spot on. Saturn is the principal limitation. It represents structure, discipline, reality, concrete, gravity.
The things that hold us down.
Or the things that give us shape. It's the no that helps define the yes. It's the walls of the house. Without Saturn, we'd just be, gelatinous blobs floating in space.
Ah, lovely image.
But it's true. Saturn gives us form. It makes things real.
Okay, so Saturn is the brick wall, the blueprint. Now, what about Neptune?
Neptune is the complete opposite. If
Yeah.
Saturn is the wall, Neptune is the ocean that dissolves the wall.
Oh,
It
wow.
represents dreams, illusions, spirituality, the intangible, the fog. Neptune dissolves boundaries. Where Saturn says, this is mine and that is yours, Neptune says, we are all one.
So you have the planet of walls meeting the planet of no walls
Exactly. And where are they meeting?
in Aries.
In the sign of I am, the sign of identity, the self. So just imagine the conflict happening inside of an Aries person right now. You have this massive, overwhelming urge to dissolve into a dream world, to just float away on a spiritual cloud.
That's Neptune.
And at the exact same time, you feel this immense, heavy pressure to build something concrete and real, to be responsible.
That's Saturn.
And it's happening in your sense of self. It's an identity crisis and an identity formation all at once.
That sounds incredibly confusing. Does the fog melt the wall, or does the wall manage to trap the fog?
That is the central question of this entire 2-year journey that starts right here. This isn't just a fleeting moment. It's a structural change in the Aries life path.
So that vision versus reality dynamic is the core struggle.
It is. It's the moment where your big, beautiful dreams have to start paying rent in the real world.
Can we get a specific example? What does this actually look like for an Aries listener on, say, a Tuesday morning?
Absolutely. Let's say you have an Aries who has a lifelong dream of being a musician. That's a very Neptune dream,
Right?
right? It's about art, feeling, channeling something divine, the glamour of it all. For years, maybe they've just daydreamed about it or played guitar in their bedroom. They have a castle in the air.
Right. All vision, no structure, just the fun part.
On or around February 20th, Saturn walks into the room, sits down, and says, okay, you want to be a musician? Great. Where's your business plan?
Oof.
Have you booked the studio? Have you practiced your scales for 4 hours today? Do you have a 5-year financial projection?
Wow. Saturn completely kills the vibe.
Or Saturn makes the vibe real.
Yeah.
And that is the crucial shift in perspective that Aries needs to have.
It's not about giving up the dream.
It is the exact opposite. It's
Yeah.
about loving your dream so much that you're willing to do the boring, difficult, disciplined work to build a solid foundation for it.
You're taking the ethereal and making it concrete.
You have to. You can't live in the castle in the air unless you build a foundation under it first. Saturn is handing you the bricks and mortar.
So in a way, this week is about growing up. It's about becoming the CEO of your own dream.
Precisely. The forecast really highlights that this is not a time for quick wins. And you know Aries? They love a quick win.
They're the sprinters of the zodiac.
They want to get there first, fast, now. But Saturn hates sprinting. Saturn is all about marathons. So this aspect is saying, we are not building a flash in the pan. We are building something that lasts for decades.
It's the difference between a viral TikTok video that's forgotten tomorrow and a 20-year career as an artist.
Perfectly said.
Yeah.
And that requires discipline, hence the path of vision and discipline. It's not one or the other. It's the integration of both.
Okay, so that Saturn-Neptune energy is like this heavy, deep bass line playing in the background all week.
It is.
But the week actually starts with a much faster, more chaotic beat. Let's move to section 2, the solar eclipse and the need for freedom.
Yes. Before we get to the building phase with Saturn, we have to go through the breaking phase.
And that starts right away on Monday.
It kicks off the week. On February 16th, the Sun makes a square to Uranus.
A square is a tense aspect, right? It creates friction.
Very tense. Think of it like two cars trying to merge into the same lane at the same time. It's a clash.
And Uranus is the planet of, what? Rebellion.
Rebellion, electricity, sudden change, freedom, breakthroughs, and breakdowns.
Okay.
So when the Sun, which represents your identity and your ego, gets into a fight with Uranus, the planet of rebellion, what's the result?
You want to rebel against yourself.
You want to rebel against everything. It's a massive, itching restlessness. It's that I got to get out of here feeling cranked up to 1,000.
It's the I'm quitting my job, I'm dumping my partner, I'm shaving my head energy.
All of the above.
Yeah.
There is a strong, almost uncontrollable urge to break free from old habits, old routines, old restrictions, anything that feels like a cage.
And this happens the day before a solar eclipse. That can't be a coincidence.
Not at all. The universe is a great storyteller. The timing is everything. So you have this explosive energy building on Monday.
And then on Tuesday, February 17th, the solar eclipse happens.
Yes. And eclipses are like cosmic power surges. They're not just a new moon. They're a new moon on steroids. They are high-energy resets.
And this one is in a specific part of the Aries chart, right?
It is. It's happening in the Aries, House of Friends and Future Goals. Astrologers call this the 11th house.
So it's lighting up your social network, your hopes and dreams for the future?
It is. It's deeply impacting your community, your long-term hopes, and your sense of belonging. An eclipse in this house can literally eclipse someone out of your life to make space for someone new who's more aligned with your future.
Wow.
Or it can eclipse an old dream, one you've outgrown, to reveal a brand new, more exciting one.
The outline here mentions a sudden spark of energy.
That's the combination of the Uranus square and the eclipse. It's like a lightning strike.
Mhm.
Uranus provides the electricity, and the eclipse provides the new circuit board to run it through. It pushes Aries toward a brand new path.
It sounds incredibly exciting, but also really volatile.
That's the perfect word for it. It's unstable.
So, let me see what I can put this together. The Sun-Uranus square on Monday makes you feel trapped, restless, maybe even angry.
Like a caged animal.
Yes.
And then the eclipse on Tuesday basically blows the door off the cage.
That's it. The square provides the itch you have to scratch. The eclipse provides the doorway to a new room. But, and this is a huge but, you have to be incredibly careful about how you walk through that door.
You could just run out screaming and burn the whole house down.
You could, and Uranus would love that. But it's probably not the best long-term strategy.
Which leads us perfectly into section 3, career and ambition. Because if you're feeling that I quit energy on a Monday morning at work, that can be, well, dangerous.
Extremely dangerous. The section here is titled The Danger and the Opportunity for a reason. Let's really look at the danger first.
The big don't quit warning.
Yes. On February 16th, with that Sun-Uranus square electrifying your chart, you're going to feel bored. And for an Aries, boredom is like physical pain. It's intolerable.
So you're sitting in your weekly status meeting,
Listening to the same old report you've heard 100 times, and you will feel a physical, visceral urge to just flip the table and walk out.
I think we've all been there, even non-Aries.
We have. But for Aries this week, that feeling is a 10 out of 10. The advice here in the chart is very, very specific. Be careful. Do not quit a job or start a fight with your boss just because you're bored.
Don't burn the bridge just because you want to see the fire.
You've got it. That's the Uranian temptation. Don't fall for it.
So how do you handle that energy? You can't just bottle it up, right? You said Uranus will make you explode.
You have to channel it. You have to be clever. Use that restless, brilliant, innovative energy to shake things up within your current role.
How?
If the meeting is boring, don't walk out. Propose a radical new way to run meetings. If the project is stale, don't abandon it. Pitch a wild, genius new direction for it. Be the rebel with a cause, not just a rebel.
Innovate, don't detonate.
I like that. I am definitely going to steal that. Innovate, don't detonate. Because if you could just hold on, if you could just navigate that Monday madness.
Then the eclipse effect on Tuesday, February 17th kicks in.
Exactly. And that brings the opportunity.
What kind of opportunity?
The eclipse is highlighting your long-term goals and your network. Suddenly, a surprise job offer could appear in your inbox from an old colleague, or a project you're about to give up on could take a sudden, exciting turn.
So if you quit impulsively on Monday,
You miss the miracle that was waiting for you on Tuesday. Patience is not an Aries virtue, but it is the key to this week.
and then as the week goes on, that Saturn-Neptune energy you talked about comes in to help solidify this new path.
You see how it all weaves together? By Friday, February 20th, if you've managed to navigate the chaos, the Saturn-Neptune conjunction gives you the power to build a solid structure for your creative ideas.
So maybe that new project direction you pitched on Monday gets approved on Friday.
And you're put in charge of it. This is where you really step into a new form of leadership.
A new form? How so?
The chart says Aries is evolving into a leader who leads with both vision, which is Neptune, and discipline, which is Saturn. That is an incredibly rare and powerful combination.
Most bosses are one or the other, right? They're either the big picture ideas person or the micromanaging details person.
Exactly. To be both. To be the visionary who also builds the plan to get there. That makes you unstoppable.
There's one more point on career here for the end of the week, February 22nd. Something about Mars and Chiron.
Yes, this is like the healing balm at the end of a very intense week. Mars is the ruling planet of Aries, so this is very personal. Mars is your gas pedal.
And Chiron.
Chiron is known as the wounded healer. It represents our deepest wounds, but also our greatest strengths once we learn to heal them.
So Mars and Chiron working together is about taking action to heal something.
Precisely. It's about solving old problems, those lingering issues at work, the conflict with a coworker that's been festering for 6 months, the insecurity you have about your public speaking skills,
Things you've been avoiding?
the things you've been avoiding. Mars gives you the courage to finally look that problem in the eye and fix it. It's about taking bold, decisive action to resolve the issue, not just ignore it anymore.
So by the end of the week, you aren't just surviving the chaos, you're actively healing and becoming stronger.
You are stronger, wiser, and on a more authentic path on Sunday than you were on Monday. That's the goal of this entire week.
Okay, let's talk about something everyone wants to know about. Money. Section 4, the financial forecast. The theme is intuition versus impulse.
And that theme is so important this week. Money is always a dynamic topic for Aries. They can earn it fast and, well,
They can spend it even faster.
exactly, and that tendency is going to be tested.
Monday, February 16th, is described in the outline as a mixed bag. Why is that?
Well, because we have two very different competing transits happening at the same time. On the one hand, we have Mercury making a beautiful trine to Jupiter.
That sounds good.
This fantastic energy. Mercury's communication, logic, commerce. Jupiter's luck, expansion, abundance. This is a great sign for your bank account.
So what could happen? A bonus?
It could be a bonus, a raise, a client signs a big contract, you find a clever new way to grow your savings. The good financial news is trying to get through.
There's a but.
There's a big but. At the exact same time, we have that chaotic Sun-Uranus square, the I want to be free energy.
And how does that affect money?
Well, in the context of money, that feeling of freedom often translates to spending,
Retail therapy.
the ultimate retail therapy. The conflict here is between receiving good financial news and having a sudden, overwhelming urge to spend it all immediately.
So you get the bonus, and your first thought is, I'm buying that expensive thing I've always wanted.
Exactly. There's a specific urge mentioned to buy something expensive to feel free. A flight to Paris, a designer jacket, a new sports car.
So what's the advice?
The advice is clear and simple. Wait. Just wait. Don't make any impulsive purchases on Monday or Tuesday. Put your wallet in the freezer if you have to.
Because the eclipse shifts things again on the 17th.
Yes. The eclipse energy can bring a sudden shift in your values, in how you earn money, or what you feel is most important. You might get that bonus on Monday and want the leather jacket, but by Tuesday, after the eclipse, you might realize you don't care about the jacket at all. What you really want is to save for a down payment on a house.
So the impulse passes and a deeper desire emerges.
That's it. Let the cosmic dust settle before you spend.
And it looks like the week ends on a lucky note financially, too.
It does. After all that tension, Sunday, February 22nd, brings this beautiful aspect between Venus and Jupiter,
The two luckiest planets in the sky, the benefics.
working together in harmony. This suggests a gift or a small financial win is very likely. It could be finding $20 in your pocket or getting an unexpected refund. It's a sweet little bonus at the end of the week.
And the spending advice changes here, doesn't it? Monday was don't spend. Sunday is.
Sunday is spend with intention. Unlike the impulsive, ego-driven energy from earlier in the week, this is a wonderful time to invest in things that bring you genuine peace of mind or aid your spiritual growth.
So instead of the leather jacket, maybe you buy a course on meditation or a session with a therapist or just a really good book.
Exactly. Or you donate to a charity you care about. It's about spending on things that feed your Neptune soul, not your Uranus ego.
There's a practical tip here, too. Keep receipts and double-check math. Why is that?
That's the Neptune influence. With all that dreamy, foggy Neptune energy, especially being activated by Saturn, it's easy to miss a decimal point or get double charged for something. The universe is giving you vision, but you still need to pay attention to the details.
Good advice. Okay, let's move from the wallet to the heart. Section 5, love and relationships. The theme here is depth and destiny. That sounds intense.
It's a profound week for the heart. We're dealing with some really fated feeling events here.
It starts right around February 18th with fated connections. It says Venus is joining the North Node. Can you analyze the North Node for us? What is that?
The North Node isn't a planet, it's a mathematical point in the sky. But it's a very important one. It represents your destiny, your karma, the direction your soul is supposed to be heading in this lifetime.
So it's like a cosmic compass point.
A perfect analogy. It's your true north. So when Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and relationships, makes a direct connection with the North Node.
It's like a cosmic appointment for your love life.
Exactly. It suggests a fated meeting.
So for any single Aries out there, this could be a really big deal.
A huge deal. You can meet someone on or around this day and feel an instant, inexplicable sense of recognition. That feeling of, oh, there you are. I feel like I already know you.
And what about Aries who are already in partnerships?
For them, it could be a powerful moment of realization. a deepening of the bond where you both just look at each other and think, yes, we are meant to be doing this together. This is part of our past.
So what's the strategy for this day?
The strategy is simple. Trust your heart over your head. Your logic might try to talk you out of something, but your intuition, your gut feeling, will not fail you right now. Follow that feeling of connection.
And then right after that, we have the big season change. Also, on February 18th, the sun moves out of Aquarius and into Pisces.
Yes, and this completely changes the temperature of the room emotionally.
Oh, so.
Aries season is loud, Aquarius season is social and intellectual, Pisces season is quiet, it's internal, it's watery and emotional. So when the sun, your core energy, moves into Pisces, the typical Aries bravado starts to recede.
You move from being outwardly focused to more private.
Yes, the vibe shifts from wanting to be at the big party to wanting to be cocooned on the sofa with your partner.
The desire is for quiet time, away from all the noise.
Intimacy, deep, soulful connection. And that requires something that can be very hard for Aries.
Which is?
Vulnerability, which brings us to the next point. Vulnerability as strength.
That's the big lesson of the week for love.
It is. Aries, by nature, likes to be the hero, the warrior. They wear armor. They don't like to show their soft spots.
It feels like weakness to them.
Right. But Pisces energy and that Neptune energy we've been talking about demands that you show your soft side. It says that being vulnerable, truly letting someone in, is what will make you stronger in love right now.
So for an Aries, saying, I'm scared or I need your help is actually a power move this week.
It is the ultimate power move. Letting go of the need to control the relationship, to control every outcome. Control just creates resistance. Vulnerability creates connection.
And if they can manage to do that, to open up, it leads to a romantic high point on February 22nd.
Yes, the week ends on such a beautiful note for love. Venus forms another lucky aspect, this time with Jupiter. It's just warm, expansive, generous, heartfelt energy.
Perfect for a date night.
Absolutely perfect for a romantic date or a deep heart-to-heart talk. A great day to express your feelings.
And for the single Aries.
The potential for a soul connection with someone new is incredibly high. It's a day to be open, to be out in the world, to trust the universe.
It sounds like the love forecast is actually the sweetest, most gentle part of this whole intense week.
It is, provided you can do the hard work of dropping the armor. If you keep the armor on, you feel lonely. If you take it off, you'll experience real magic.
Okay, let's check in on the body through all this. Section 6, Health and Wellness Forecast.
The headline here really says it all. The energy roller coaster.
Which makes total sense. We have eclipses, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus. That is a lot for the nervous system to handle.
It's frankly too much for the nervous system to handle smoothly. Aries needs to accept that their energy levels are going to fluctuate wildly this week. You are not a machine. You can't just power through.
And there's a specific warning about eclipse exhaustion on February 17th.
It's a real phenomenon. Eclipses are energetically massive. They can literally drain your physical battery. The advice is so simple. Get extra sleep. Go to bed early. Take a nap if you can. Don't plan to run a marathon on Tuesday.
Then on the 20th, we have the Saturn-Neptune heaviness.
Yes, this conjunction can manifest physically. It can feel like you're wearing a lead vest.
You might just feel tired or heavy.
Exactly. And that's not a bad thing. It's a signal from your body to slow down and ground yourself.
How do you ground yourself when you already feel heavy? Doesn't that make it worse?
It's about connecting with the physical earth to balance the energy. Go for a slow walk in nature. Put your bare feet on the grass if you can. Gardening, simple stretches, anything that reminds you that you have a physical body and that body is on the ground.
And with the sun moving into Pisces, are dreams a factor in our wellness?
A huge factor. As the sun enters Pisces, your subconscious gets very loud. Your dreams will likely become incredibly vivid and symbolic. Pay attention to them. Keep a dream journal by your bed. They might be delivering important messages about your health or your emotional state.
And finally, we see that Mars and Chiron aspect again on the 22nd, this time for health.
Yes, we saw it for career, but it applies to the body too. It's a fantastic day for healing a physical ache or an emotional block that's been manifesting in your body.
So it's a good day to finally go to the chiropractor for that back pain.
Or get that massage you've been putting off, or have that difficult conversation that will relieve so much stress. It's about taking proactive steps to heal.
The overall guidance here is to drink water.
Pisces is a water sign. The body needs flushing. Flush out the toxins, both physical and emotional.
And to treat the body like a temple.
Not a rental car you can just crash and turn in. It's your sacred vessel. Honor it this week.
I love that. Treat the body like a temple. Okay, let's get into the very practical specifics. Section 7, the cosmic toolkit. Who should Aries be hanging out with this week, and who should they maybe avoid?
Great question. The best match of the week is Leo.
The lion. Okay, another fire sign. Why Leo?
It's that shared fiery passion, but there's a specific synergy this week. Leo encourages Aries to dream bigger. During that intense eclipse reset, you need a cheerleader, not a critic. And Leo is the ultimate cheerleader.
They'll see that crazy Uranian idea you have and say, yes, do it, but make it grander.
Exactly. They get the need for independence and drama. And on February 22nd, that lovely Venus-Jupiter day,
Perfect for them.
it's the perfect day for an Aries and a Leo to go out and celebrate life together. Leo's warm, generous heart is the perfect balance for Aries' bold, sometimes chaotic energy this week.
Okay, so lean on your Leo friends. Now for the hard part. The worst match of the week.
It's Capricorn.
The goat. Oh, I can see this already. Why?
It's a fundamental conflict of values this week. Capricorn is all about rules, traditions, structure, and the bottom line.
And Aries this week is all about breaking the rules, thanks to Uranus.
You've got it. It's a head-on collision. To an Aries who is buzzing with revolutionary ideas, Capricorn is going to feel incredibly bossy or cold.
And into a Capricorn, Aries is going to seem reckless and irresponsible.
Completely. And with Saturn, which is Capricorn's ruling planet, being so heavy and serious this week, Capricorn is going to be extra. Capricorn. The pressure is on.
So there will be communication struggles.
Massive ones. Aries talking about the future, the vision, the dream. Capricorn is talking about the budget, the risks, the practicalities. It's just not going to connect.
So, got it. Maybe avoid the budget meetings with your Capricorn boss if you can this week.
Or at least go in prepared for some friction.
Let's do the lucky data, the fun stuff.
All right, everyone, get a pen. The color of the week is crimson. The hex code is hashtag DC143C.
Crimson. That's a deep, powerful red.
It's a blood red. It's grounding. It connects to that Mars energy, but also the depth of Saturn, where to feel powerful and rooted.
Lucky numbers.
We have 7, 12, 21, 33, 40, and 48.
And the best dates to keep in mind, the days to take action or pay close attention.
3 key dates. February 17th, the day of the solar eclipse, perfect for setting powerful new intentions. February 20th, the Saturn-Neptune conjunction, a day for quiet contemplation on your long-term dreams. And February 22nd for healing, romance, and luck.
A power color for a true power week.
It absolutely is.
Well, we have covered a massive amount of ground. My head is spinning a little in a good way. From the friction of Monday to the healing of Sunday. Let's try to wrap this up.
Let's do it.
So, for our final analysis, we are looking at a week that is truly defined by that theme of vision and discipline.
That is the #1 takeaway. It's a week where the universe is asking you, forcing you, really, to hold two opposing truths at the same time. You are a limitless dreamer, and you are a disciplined builder. You have to be both.
And a reminder that while the eclipse on Tuesday and that heavy Saturn-Neptune meeting on Friday bring a lot of change and maybe some stress.
The end of the week offers genuine healing and luck. If you navigate the storm, you'll find the treasure on the other side.
I want to leave our Aries listeners with a provocative thought. Something for you to chew on as you move through this pivotal week.
I'm listening.
As the sun moves into dreamy Pisces, and as Saturn, the builder, meets Neptune, the dreamer, in your sign, what is the one big dream that you are finally ready to build a real-world foundation for?
That is the question of the year, right there.
Not what you're going to daydream about, but what you're going to build.
The bricks and the mortar are waiting. You just have to pick them up.
Thank you so much for guiding us through this incredibly complex and exciting forecast.
It was my absolute pleasure. It's a big one.
And thank you, our listener, for tuning into this episode on Horoscope TV. We truly appreciate you spending your time with us.
We do.
If you want to stay ahead of the cosmic curve, please think about subscribing. That way you'll get notified as soon as the next forecast is available.
Good luck out there, Aries. Be brave.
We'll see you next time.